Hey, what's up everybody? It's Amaya. So today's video is going to be all about products that I bought because they were on sale. So I have seen this video floating around. I saw Kelly Gooch and Lisa Stevens do this video, and it was kind of started by Lisa Stevens because she talked about palettes that she bought because they were on sale, and then her and Kelly collaborated and decided to do a video where they talk about other products, not just palettes that they bought because they were only on sale, if they would purchase them again if they had to buy them at full price. And I thought that was kind of a cool concept, especially for someone like me who buys a ton of stuff on sale. Like literally, I hardly buy things without a coupon, without a sale, without something. So I thought it would be cool for me to discuss some products that I bought, especially because they were on sale, and that I maybe wasn't interested in until they actually went on sale. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about that with you guys. I'm going to share with you the products that I bought and whether or not I would purchase them again at full price, if I think they're worth it, if I think they're good, if I think they're bad, all that sorts of good stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I have is the Urban Decay Naked Smokey palette. So this palette, I believe, is unavailable now. I don't think you can get this palette anymore, but it had come out a few years ago with Urban Decay's Naked line, and there wasn't a lot of hype around it. Like, people really didn't seem to go for this palette. I saw Kathleen Lights do a tutorial on it, which was very pretty. This is what it looks like. So you can see it's nothing necessarily super special. So when I was in New York City, I walked into the Sephora in Times Square, and they had this for, I think it was $27.50, and I was just like caught up in the moment, like I'm in Sephora in Times Square, there's a naked palette on sale, am I dreaming? So I went home and I played with it, and you guys, this is so hard. I have tried so hard to love this palette, but honestly, it's really not that good. Like, the shimmers in here are okay. The mattes are kind of choppy and hard to blend. There isn't a lot that you can do with this palette, to be totally honest. Like, a lot of the colors are very dark and they just kind of look muddy together. I probably have tried to do 6 or 7 looks with this palette because I wanted to film a tutorial, and this was like 2 years ago now. Wow, 2 years ago. Holy heck. And I still have never done a tutorial with this palette. I've used it and I have liked it okay, but I don't love it. And the only reason why I still keep it in my collection is because it's a memory from that trip, that New York City trip that I went on. And I do think it is pretty. Would I purchase this at full price? No way. Would I even purchase it again at sale price? No way. Okay, we have another palette. I'm going to do all the palettes that I have first. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So this was kind of a makeup palette that I had on my someday list. This is going to be something that I bought when I had more money, when I could buy more high-end makeup, and I just felt like I needed this in my collection because I'd heard such great things about it, and I tried other contour palettes and none of them I really liked, so I thought this must be the best palette ever because everyone likes this one, and these other palettes, they're just not so good. This I found on sale at TJ Maxx for I think $24.99 it was, and this is originally like 50 something bucks or 40 something bucks, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is so exciting. And I knew that the only reason they were having these on sale is because this is the old packaging. It's like cardboard. The new packaging is actually like plastic. Like, this is just a magnet, and the new packaging I think actually like shuts. It like has a clasp and it closes. I think it is so good. Everything that people were saying about it is completely true. I love the contour shades. If you have a light to medium skin tone, this is a really good palette for you. Even if you lean a little bit more medium to deep, you still do have that nice contour shade in here, and you do have this nice peachy sort of highlight shade, so it does fit a wide range of skin tones. I love the formula on these powders. They're very creamy and they're very buttery, and they look very beautiful and flawless on the skin. Because I'm a cheap person, I don't know if I personally would buy this for full price, but I do think it is worth the price tag. And then the last palette I have is the Anastasia Sun Dipped Glow Kit. So this is what it looks like. You get 4 different highlighters. They're Bronzed, Summer, Tourmaline, and Moonstone. So I had been wanting an Anastasia Glow Kit for a very long time, and I think that the price on these is actually pretty fair. $40, which means $10 a highlight. Like, these are big highlight pans, and it is hard to go through an entire highlight. So I feel like if you were to take each of these highlighters out, $10 is kind of like drugstore pricing. So $40 for this, I did not even think was a bad price to begin with, but for me, $40 is just something that's hard to drop all at one time on just one product. So Sephora over the holidays was having this on sale. It was like half price, I think. I think it was $20 or a little bit over $20. And I was like, oh my God, I need that. So I do like these highlighters. They're not my most favorite highlighters in the whole entire world, but I do really like them. I think that the formula on these is very creamy. It's very smooth. However, I feel like it can look a little too creamy on the skin. Like, you know when a highlighter looks a little bit heavy and it looks like it's sitting on top of the skin? That's what I feel like these highlighters can do if you build them up too much. But if you don't build them up too much and you just kind of use them at a good, like, moderate amount, they are really good. The only thing is, if you're not going to be using all of these shades, then you have to consider that. Like for me, only these two shades actually work on my skin tone. I can use these shades as eyeshadow, and I have used this one a little bit on the face because it's actually less intimidating than it looks. But if I'm really only using these two shades, then you think that makes it more like $20 a piece. So it's up to you. I personally think it's worth it. I would have bought it even if it wasn't on sale eventually. So yeah, I think it's a good palette. I really like it, but again, use your discretion and figure out if you're going to be using these, or maybe just save your money and buy two highlighters that you really like. Okay, the next thing we have here is the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water. So this is something that I always was like on the fence of wanting, because some people were like, no, it's just fancy water. And then other people were like, no, it actually works, it's really good. And I was kind of in the middle of like, yeah, it's just fancy water, but me with dry skin, when I see like primer water or anything with the word water in it, I'm instantly like, hydration, that feels so nice. So I was like, I really want to buy this, but $32, no way, not buying water in a bottle, no matter how special it is, for $32. So last year on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty during the springtime, this went on sale for half off, making it only $16. And I was like, you know what? I can do $16. So I bought it. And you guys, this thing has lasted me an entire year because it is just recently past the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for spring 2018. So this lasted me a full year. As you can see, I still have a good like half an inch left in the bottom there. So it did last me a very long time. However, I still think that $32 is a lot for this. MAC Fix Plus is even a little bit cheaper than that, and I don't know that you get the same amount of product in there. This is 3.9 fluid ounces, and I'm not sure how much MAC Fix Plus is for the full size, but this is a lot of money for what it is. This did go on sale again for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for this year, and I did buy it again because I did really like it, but as you can see, I waited until it went on sale. If I run out of this again before the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale again, or does it go on sale again, I don't know that I would buy it, because I feel like you can find similar facial mists for even a little bit cheaper. You know, you don't have to spend $32. Like, that's a lot. So I have another setting spray type of product here. This is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. I got this at Nordstrom Rack over the summer. It was only $18, and this is typically like $32 or something like that. It's pretty expensive. I've heard so many great things about this, how it keeps your makeup in place all day, but it does give you a nice dewy finish, and it has that nice cooling sensation. And to me, that sounded like things that I really wanted. This was also 4 ounces, and if I was going to be buying a 1 ounce setting spray for like $10, I might as well just buy this guy, you know, 4 ounces. It would save me so much money. So I have now had this since the summer, and it's now spring, and this has lasted me a good amount. And when I say I use this like all the time, I mean like all the time. I've used this on clients, I've used it on myself, I use it several times a week. I really, really like this setting spray, and I still have a little bit left in there. So I think that it did last me a really long time. The mist on this is so nice and fine. I don't know if I can do it right now because it's almost empty. Oh, there you go. It has that nice cooling sensation. It really does keep your makeup on all day, and it does give you a nice hydrated looking finish. It doesn't make you look matte or cakey or anything like that. So I think that this is definitely worth the high-end price tag. I will probably purchase it at the high price tag. I did like getting it for $18, even though $18 is still a pretty significant amount. It was definitely less significant than 30-something dollars. So yeah, if you can snag it on sale, I know some Nordstrom racks still do have this. Go check it out. I would purchase it. If not, I think it is worth the high-end price tag, and I will probably end up repurchasing it. Okay, next we have a foundation. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish with Comfort Serum Foundation. This is in the shade Ivory, and this was on sale for $3.74. This was originally $7.49 from a Target. I have a little clearance sticker right here. So this was a foundation that I was considering buying for a very long time, and I actually had like picked it up and then put it back when I was going shopping, and like I had it in my cart and I took it out. I was just like, I don't necessarily need another foundation. I have a lot of foundations and I really like them, but I'd heard such good things about this and how it was really long wearing and it looked really beautiful on the skin, so I did want to try it out, and I do love this foundation a lot. If I want a foundation that's going to wear all stinking day, this is the guy. This mixed with Wet n Wild Photo Focus, you will literally have budge proof makeup. I'm gonna insert a clip of me wearing this foundation after a really long day, and you guys are gonna see how good it looks. Okay, so I just had to show you guys something. I have been wearing this makeup for, let's see, since 7 o'clock, 7:30 this morning, and it is currently almost midnight. Look at how amazing this looks. So from 7:30 to midnight, you guys, this is insane. This is it without the flash. That was a really, really long time to be wearing makeup, and this guy held up so well. I really, really do like it. It has a nice natural finish. It's not matte and it's not dewy. It has a very nice natural finish where it doesn't look cakey, but it also doesn't get like oily and break up throughout the day. I do have dry skin, so keep that in mind. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure how this would work on you. I feel like it would still work really well because it's not necessarily a dewy foundation. So yeah, I really like this and I really recommend it. I think it is really, really nice. Next, I have this lip gloss from Butter London. This is the Lippy lip gloss in the shade Hot Toddy. I don't even think they sell this anymore. I got this at TJ Maxx a while ago, and I don't even like lip glosses, you guys, but I saw the color of this and the price was pretty cheap on this. I want to say it was like $6 or $7. I don't really remember exactly how much I paid for it. Again, it was like a year ago, but it was definitely a significant discounted price from what these originally were. Butter London is a pretty expensive brand, so I was like, you know what, that looks really, really pretty. I want to try that out, and it's a pretty gloss, but I would definitely not purchase it at the high-end price tag. I will see if I can find the original price of this. I believe it's discontinued now, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but if I do, I will put it up on the screen. This, for what it is, I would not pay much money for. I don't really like lip glosses much, and this one is an okay lip gloss. It has a brush applicator, and it is a pretty pigmented gloss, but it is a little bit sticky. It's a little bit heavy on the lips, and while the packaging is really gorgeous, and like I said, I love the color, I don't think it's necessarily anything special, and I would not repurchase it. Okay, I have a few more lip products here. The next one is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Lolita. This is what it looks like. First of all, love the packaging, so cute. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I want to say it was like $6 or $7. Definitely a highly discounted price from what these originally were, and I believe they're doing like a packaging change, which is why they were on sale. I don't think they're doing a formula change or anything like that. I think it was just packaging. I love the color of this, and I love the formula of these lipsticks. They're very creamy and very pigmented, but you can also kind of sheer them out, which I like. Sometimes you can't do that with lipstick. They get kind of like weird and they start to fill in the cracks of your lips if you sheer them out. But this one, you can definitely just do a nice like sheer dab of color, or you can really build it up to full pigment, and it looks really beautiful. It's not really drying on the lips or anything like that. However, I think that you can find really good lipsticks for cheaper. This is a fairly expensive lipstick. Even MAC lipsticks are cheaper, and you can find, I'm sure, similar colors to this. It's like a semi-matte or satin lipstick formula, so even from the drugstore, I feel like you can find something comparable. It also reminds me a lot of the Revlon lipsticks. It's that similar, like very pigmented yet slightly shiny sort of formula. So I feel like this is a really great lipstick, and I don't regret buying it, but I would not purchase it at the full price tag. And then last, I have two kinds of liquid lipsticks. So the first ones I have are the Anastasia liquid lipsticks. I have them in the shade Ashton and Vamp. This is what they look like. Anastasia was recently at TJ Maxx for a very discounted price. I believe these were $6 a piece. $6 or $7 a piece. Again, I don't exactly remember. I did buy these like a few months ago, so I don't quite remember. But these were something that I even hesitated buying at the discounted price because I was like, when liquid lipsticks first came out, people were all over these. They really liked them. They were some of the first to come out. But since then, people have kind of started to realize that they're not the greatest formula, they're not the best, but I have heard some people say that the newer colors are better. So Ashton is a fan fave. Everybody loves this color. So I was like, you know what, I'll pick that one up. And Vamp also looked really pretty, so I decided to grab these two. Now, the formula on these is definitely drying. It has kind of a slightly thicker, moussier texture, but it does dry down completely transfer proof. So if you're looking for a lipstick that's going to be completely transfer proof all day, this is a good one. Except it does give you a major butthole lips. You do get that inner ring where it wears away, and because the product is pretty thick and pigmented, you can definitely see the difference between where the lipstick is and where it's not. I would definitely not buy these at their full price tag. I don't think they're that great. I do not regret buying them because they are pretty and I will wear them, but for like 20 bucks or whatever they are, I do not think that they are worth it. And the last lipstick I have is the Limecrime Velvetine in Lulu. So I have like forever wanted a Limecrime Velvetine. And these are really popular in like 2014 and 2015. These things looked so cool and I wanted one so badly. I loved the packaging and I loved like all the lip swatch videos people would make of them. Ever since the Limecrime sort of fiasco that happened, Limecrime has just slowly started to like go down, you know what I mean? I have a lot of liquid lipsticks as it is, so I didn't feel like I needed one of these in my collection, but over the holiday time, these went on sale for like 10 bucks. And I was like, you know what? I have always wanted to try one and they're so pretty. You know what? Let me just buy one. So I did. And you guys, these are actually really good. I really like the shade that I got. So these are very transfer proof. They remind me of the Anastasia liquid lipsticks in that they are a true liquid lipstick. They're just like the original liquid lipsticks where you put them on, they dry, you can kiss your hand, nothing comes off. You can wipe your mouth, nothing comes off. These also do give you a little bit of a butthole lips, but I feel like it's less severe than the Anastasia ones. If I had to choose between them, I would choose this one. I feel like it's a more lightweight formula. It goes on a little bit easier. I don't know that I would necessarily purchase it at the $20 price tag, but I did like it for the $10 price tag. So again, this one's up to you. If you really want to try them out and you think that $20 is okay, then I would go buy it. For me personally, I do not think that $20 is necessarily a fair price for these. I think that's a little bit high. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. So if you want me to do another video just like this one, I can totally do that. I have so many more products that I could totally talk about. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I love you and I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye.